Hello, race fans, and welcome in to week number 13 of the Noma Next Gen series. We are finally past the halfway point for the season, and tonight we are off to Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, as it's once called, for our race here tonight. It should be a pretty good one. I look for this one to be pretty quick. It's only 85 laps here tonight. Let me go ahead and show you some of the race details for today. It is a 2.51 mile track, 102 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature, 72 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature with 78% humidity, partly cloudy day with 5-mile-per-hour winds. Right now, they are doing their practice session, which is set for 45 minutes. As soon as they're done with that, we'll move on to qualifying, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 85 laps of racing here tonight. Stage endings will be at lap number 20 for stage 1, and then stage number 2 will end at lap number 45, so you'll see some caution flags being waved on those laps right there, and they'll be racing pretty hard to those to get those championship points for the stages. They do have 5 sets of tires for tonight, 1 faster pair, 3 green-white checkered attempts, and of course this is brought to you by Royalty Racing Network and myself, Triple F Bomb. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing good. I hope you guys had a good week. Happy Father's Day to you out there. I'm going to be celebrating pretty good this weekend. I will not complain. I'm going to take it and treat this weekend like I'm a king, you know? It's Dad's weekend. Why not? I have 3 children of my own, so I'm going to spend some time with them. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out what's going down on track. Right here is the man at the top of the board. It is John O. Lynch in that brand new paint scheme. Let's zoom in on this thing. Let's take a good look at it. The 54 car, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline Chevy Camaro, the driver from Yulee, Florida. He'll be in the 54 car. Good luck to you tonight, John. He currently has the fastest time of 53.58, so he might be one to watch here tonight. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Ryan Gomes is also out on track, the driver from Arcata, California, in the Chevy Camaro Cat car. He'll be in the number 55 car. Good luck to you tonight, Ryan. Who else do we have? John Ross currently sitting in pit lane. He is our points leader heading into tonight. The driver from Bell Buckle, Tennessee, in the Adrenaline Racing Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, John. Chase Greer as well is sitting in pit lane. He had the fastest time for quite a while here in practice. He's starting to slip down there a little bit. Currently has the 5th fastest time with the 53.93, so he's definitely within competitive pace. He'll be in the ACT Camaro here tonight. The driver from Johnsonville, South Carolina, in the 8 car. Good luck tonight, Chase. Matthew Fritz currently out on track, the 29 car. The driver from Middletown in the Chevy Camaro M&M Pet Sitting Machine. Good luck to you tonight, Matthew. He's behind the wall. We can't really see him from over here. He's way down there at the wall, actually. Who else do we have out here? We have Ryan. Nope, I've already seen Ryan. Who's coming out of pit lane? Oh, there he is. That is Zach Lockett, the number 93 car, the driver from Catawba, North Carolina, in the Tennessee Titans Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Zach. Glad to see him back out on track. Jim Treat in the 81 car, the 0X Ford Mustang, the driver from Ramsey. Good luck to you tonight, Jim. Chris Cornett as well out on track in this last week, so good to see him back out here with us tonight. He'll be in the 0X Media and Design Chevy Camaro, the driver from Rome, Georgia. He'll be one to watch. He's usually really fast. Him and John Ross have had some scraps this season. Definitely puts on a pretty good show, so good luck to both of you tonight. Dustin Rogerson making his way around the track. He's got a good-looking paint scheme this week. The 0X Media and Design Chevy Camaro, the driver from New Berlin, Illinois, in the 23 car. Good luck tonight, Dustin. Jay Stinson just zoomed past a second ago. He's in a new car. Look at this, the 31 car. Fry Disposal Chevy Camaro, the driver from Bristol. Hometown boy here. Good luck to you tonight, Jay. Joey Hickox as well, making his way around the track in the H&H Tractor Works Chevy Camaro. He'll be driving the number 3 car tonight. Good luck tonight, Joey. Christian Delgado currently sitting in pit lane. He is driving the Fast Times Chevy Camaro with SabrinaCarpenter.com on the back of it. He had quite a week last week. He looked really, really fast. Gave John Ross a run for his money, but he is the driver from Abilene, Kansas. Good luck to you tonight, Christian. Heath Prince making his way around the track right now as well. Fairhope, Alabama will be his hometown. He'll be driving the, what is this? Johnny Johnson Motorsports Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Keith, and the 1 car. Alan Wild making his way into turn number 1, it looks like, in the 28 car, the Clads Gaming Corner Ford Mustang here tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Alan. I think the only other person that I have not introduced is Brian Wortman, which is sitting in the garage area, so we're not going to be able to take a peek at his car just yet. And Shane Wilden just joined in with us. Hopefully we'll get a good look at both of those cars before we head off into qualifying. They have about 9 minutes, give or take, before we're done with practice and move on to qualifying. Let's see if Zach Lockett will take us for a spin here. Like he's heading into turn number 3 now, getting ready to head down the front stretch. I do not care for this track. I actually had to purchase this track. I don't like this track at all, and that's why I have never chose to race here. I don't like it in anything I've ever played, any experience I've ever had with this track. I just have no love lost for this place. So good luck to all the racers here tonight. Godspeed. Nice and smooth in turn 1. Ooh, gets really close to the wall, just brushes it a little bit. Not going to lose too much speed heading down the first straight stretch here of the lap. Definitely an odd format for a track here on the NASCAR circuit, a triangle-shaped track. Every corner is completely different. Turn 1's not too bad. Turn 2, you barely just got to let off. Here, turn 3, this one's a little bit tricky. You don't want to lose too much speed through here and get a good exit, because this is the longest straight stretch of the circuit here as you head out of the last corner and down the front stretch here. Let's see what lap time he puts in here. Currently a 54.44. 53.97. So good improvement on this lap. I think maybe last lap was his out lap. His fastest right now is a 53.75. Good enough for P2 at the moment. Thanks for the ride, Zach. Nicely done. Shane Weldon is now out on track. Let's get a good look at him, the driver from London, Ohio, and the Slowick Stuff Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Shane Weldon. Zach Stevens has just joined us as well. Maybe we'll get a good look at him. Oh, and Josh Freed has joined the server as well. So nice. Right now we got 18 people in here. Some people just have not put in a lap time yet. That's why you don't see their name over there on the board, but they're here. Here you'll see Shane's name on the leaderboard here in just a minute. Looks like he's having a go at it right now here in practice. There's Ryan Gomes smoothing around the track. Josh Freed coming out of pit lane. Let's go ahead and take a look at him in the unbannable Michael Jordan machine. Black and white trademark of his. Been running it all season long in the Toyota Supra. He is going to be the only car in, or Toyota Camry. I'm sorry, not Supra. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he'll be the only driver driving the Toyota I think I have seen all season long. So at least he's supporting the Toyota crew out here. But he is a driver from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the 39 car. Good luck tonight, Josh. Brian Workman making his way out of pit lane. Racing for Souls is on the back of that Chevy Camaro. He is a driver from Statesville, North Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Brian Workman. Now we're just waiting on Zach Stevens, and that will be everybody. John O. Lynch, 54 car, still has the fastest time on the track. The 53.58, 2/10 faster than Zach Lockett back there in second place. It looks like he's feeling pretty darn good. Chase Greer's got a little damage to the right front of that car. I wonder what happened there. Oh, gets a little loose there. I was just enjoying the ride here with you all. I like to hear the sounds of the cars screeching to the tires. See what everybody else is doing all around him. It looked like Chase Greer touched the wall there a little bit out of the last corner there. John did a good job hanging on to it there. I thought he was going to lose it. See the draft, it makes quite the difference here. We got lots of opportunities. This track kind of reminds me for some reason of Indianapolis, where it has these really long straight stretches and these corners that aren't terribly hard, but they're They're so crucial to hit the points because those straight stretches, if you lose any momentum coming out of the corner like that, oh no. Oh, big shot there on the inside wall. It doesn't take much. You're carrying a lot of speed around here. Let's get on board here with Dustin Rogerson. He's right here behind Ryan Gomes. Put y'all on the gyro cam so you can kind of feel just how much banking there is on the track. Levels out pretty flat here on the straights. There's a little bit of banking here on the corners. This is last corner here. I thought he was going to get a move here on the 55 car. It'll be interesting to see what the tire strategy is going to be here today, too. I don't know that this track is really known for eating up tires because I don't really put in time here. I don't like this track. I think this is the steepest banking of the corners of the 3 corners that they have here. Turn 1 doesn't seem too bad. Was that the broadcaster's curse? No. Commentator's curse is not going to exist tonight. And that, I'm pretty sure it only works on Joey Hickox. Poor Joey, man. Every time I say anything good about him, something bad happens to him. So I'm not going to say anything. The number 3 car is not even on my radar today. I'm gonna give him a blessing and not even say his name. I see these lap times, see who is improving here. 53.58, still our fastest time. Ooh, Chris Cornett gonna hit the wall there a little bit. Boom, goes head first into the wall down here. I think he just abandoned it. Might have been a little aggravated. I like Jay Stinson's paint job here tonight. Let's just make that known. I love the flat gray with the chrome 31. I just think that looks incredible. I love these colors together. Don't see this very often. Zach Stevens out on track? Yes, he is. Here he is, the 33 car, the driver from Bethune, South Carolina, in the Moza Racing Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Zach. Justin Parham as well has joined us. So that makes 19 cars. We'll just watch the old 33 machine zoom around here for a bit. Hopefully Justin joins us out on track. He's got about 45 seconds, so if he's going to join us, he's going to have to get on with it. Practice is almost over here. We got qualifying coming up next. Those of you that missed it at the beginning of the broadcast, I'll flash it up here for just a second. Here you have it. Here's the race details. 85 laps scheduled here for tonight. Practice session, which was set for 45 minutes, coming to an end. Everybody going to move on to qualifying, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 laps to put in a good lap time. Stage ends today are at lap number 20 for stage 1 and lap number 45 for stage 2. You can read all the other details right there. That's where we stand. That's where we're at. Like 19 racers are going to make up the grid here tonight. Should be a pretty good field. Hopefully we don't have a lot of cautions. But there is the checker flag here in practice, and now it is all over. All right, now we're moving on to qualifying. Turn on the board here in just 1 second. We'll take a look at the practice results, see where everybody's shaped up here in practice. Here's your results. John O. Lynch with the fastest time of 53.582. Let's hope he can put it together here for qualifying and do the same thing. He was almost 0.2 faster than Zach Lockett back there in second place. Ryan Gomes in third, Chris Cornett in fourth, and John Ross, our points leader, could round out the top 5. Chase Greer, Matthew Fritz, Jim Treat, Dustin Rogerson, and Jay Stinson round out your top 10. And the rest of the field, Brian Wertman, Keith Prince, Joey Hickox, Christian Delgado, Josh Freed, Zach Stevens, Alan Wild, Shane Wilden. And then there's Justin Parham. He did not get a chance to put in a lap time. I'm not entirely sure why I'm missing these logos here in the middle of the screen, but have to take a look at it after the thing. It's always hard to test these things when you got a empty server to look at and you got nothing to test with, but you know, it's never perfect. Looks like we got some cars out on track at the moment, getting up to top speed. going out for their out laps. Here is the man that was fastest in practice, the 54 car of John O. Lynch. Let's see if he can put it together here for qualifying. Do the same thing. Now this is set up for lone qualifying. They have the track all to themselves. 2 laps to put in a good lap time, and that is all. Here's Shane Wilden. He's zooming around the track right now. You'll see some times popping in here soon, I would think. Here's John O. Lynch. This is a very long track, 2.5 mile track. It'll take him a while to get around the place. John O. Lynch heading into the last corner now. Oh no, that was turn 2. I apologize. Thought he was in the last corner. I got lost at this place. It's so damn big. Alan Wild going to be the first one to post a lap time in the 28 car, a 54.47. Currently sits at the top of the leaderboard. 54.06 put in by John Ross. John O. Lynch, a 53.67. A nice lap time there. Going to put him at the top of the board. Zach Lockett going to put in a good lap time as well, a 53.90. So the only 2 racers in the 53s currently. I could see some improvements here on the second laps, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. It doesn't look like John O. Lynch is going to put in a second lap time, so a 53.67 will be his final time. That's a really good time, though, for your first lap, so it's going to be a hard one to beat. Looks like we got some other people breaking into the 53s. Who is this? Chase Greer just put in a 53.86, puts him on the front row right now. See if he can hang on to it. Got a Shane Wilden fan out there. We'll take a peek at him. Here he goes, putting in a good lap time. What's he got? 54.38 right now. Jay Stinson just put in a burner lap of 53.86. Well, if you round it down, 53.85. Nicely done, Jay Stinson. On the front row right now. John Ross, our points leader, a 53.95. He did improve on that second lap. Currently going to be sitting in the 3rd row for a starting position. We'll have to see what everybody else puts in. Chris Cornett coming out on track now. He's usually pretty fast. We'll have to wait and see what he puts in. There's Dustin Rogerson zooming around the track. 53.95 his fastest time. 53.98 for his second lap time. So very consistent in the 53s. Pretty good job there from him. Going to be starting on the outside of row 3, it looks like, as of right now. Oh, Christian Delgado has abandoned his lap. Drove it headfirst into the wall. Jim Treat putting in a good lap time. 54.01. Good enough for P7. I believe everybody's winding down on their laps right now. Chris Cornett still burning it down over here. He has about 45 seconds here left in qualifying. Can he make it around to put in a lap time? I don't think so. No, he's not going to have enough time, I don't believe. Countdown's on, 15 seconds. Did he wait too long in pit lane? He is the only car on track. And he will not make it, everybody. It is what it is. There is your checkered flag here for qualifying, and now we are done. Shifted it in the wrong gear in 3. Oh, no. Hello, Dustin Rogerson. Good luck tonight, buddy. Still a good lap time, man. Going to be starting P6, it looks like. Very nicely done. Knock them dead out there. 85 laps here scheduled up. We're going to see racers make their way to grid. Once we get everybody out here, we'll do our driver introductions. Show you the starting lineup here for tonight. Remember, end of first stage will be at lap number 20. So at lap number 20, you'll see them racing pretty darn hard for those positions because those stage points definitely matter in the point standings. Nicely done by Justin Parham as well. He's up here in the 19 car. Oh, he's in the Angry Orchard Chevrolet. I like it. We'll have to take a peek at it a little bit closer here in just a minute. But yeah, I didn't get any practice time in, but qualified P10, so not too shabby. Look at our front row lineup, though, man. I love it. John O. Lynch and Jay Stinson. Chase Greer, man, he's been putting in a lot of good pace here the past few weeks. He's been out on the track, so nicely done by him. You can see the improvement throughout the season, so nicely done. Get off the keyboard and race. Hey, man, let him have a little cool down time. He's just chilling right now. That's a cool paint. Hello, Joshua King. How you doing, buddy? If you're doing good, I think we got just about everybody. We're waiting on 2 racers to make grid, and then we'll be ready to get going. Now there was one. We're just waiting on Shane Wilden. Come on, come on, come on, Shane. Got about 10 seconds. He's got to make grid then. And there he is. Nicely done. Got a lot of 0X cheer fans out here, huh? Guys are going for them. I think they're going to be all right. They got a lot of fast racers, man. They're going to be doing just fine. But let's go ahead and do the driver introductions for our race here tonight. Here you have it. Congratulations to John O. Lynch, that 53.674. Fast enough time to put him on pole, so he wins that award here tonight. See if he can put it all together here for the race. Jay Stinson going to start on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2 will be Zach Lockett on the outside with Chase Greer going to be on the inside. Row number 3 will have Dustin Rogerson on the outside, and our points leader, John Ross, going to be on the inside of row number 3. Row number 4 will have Matthew Fritz on the outside, and the 81 of Jim Treat going to be on the inside. Justin Parham in the 19 Angry Orchard Chevrolet. Good luck tonight to you, sir. He's going to be starting on the outside of row number 5 with Christian Delgado alongside. Josh Freed and Ryan Gomes will be starting in row number 6. Row number 7 will be Zach Stevens and Keith Prince. Row number 8 will be Alan Wild and Chris Cornett. Let's turn this off. Let's get this out of here. Let's see something. There you go. And then who else do we have? We'll have Shane Wilden and Joey Hickok's going to be in... no, I think I mixed up somebody. Somebody got lost there in transition. And Brian Wortman going to round out the field, but we got to get going. Getting ready to go green flag racing, everybody. Pace car going to be diving down the pit lane here in just one moment. We'll be heading out of the last turn. It'll be all up to John O. Lynch. Let's see if he can do just as good as he did in qualifying here for the race. Come on, pace car. Get off the track. We got racing to do. It's go time. Week number 13. This is our first race in the second half of the season, everybody. It's been a really good first 12 weeks.
Green flag, green flag.
See how we all finish up. Nice start on the inside line here by John O. Lynch, who will have a full car length advantage heading into turn number 1. A good race for second position, though. I see Chase Greer has John Ross pushing him right along. Can he get that second position locked in? It does look like yes. Yes, he will. Nicely done, Chase Greer. John Ross going to be a wheel-to-wheel with Jay Stinson on the high side as we head through turn number 1. On the exit of 2, looks like Jay's going to be carrying some speed. Our leader up front, John O. Lynch, tags the wall. I believe he might lose that top position. Yes. Yes, he does. Chase Greer going to zoom on by, and he'll be our new leader right now. Jay Stinson still has John Ross, but he does have Zach Lockett in the 93 car pushing him right along. Not going to be enough, though, heading into the last corner here. But John Ross will take over the 3rd spot. Jay Stinson going to be in 4th. Zach Lockett going to be in 5th. Jim Treat sliding there a little bit as he heads into the last corner. Trying to hold off the barrage of Matthew Fritz and Christian Delgado making their way through the track. The lap 1 is now done, everybody. Chase Greer will lead us in. John O. Lynch going to try to settle his nerves here a little bit. Maybe take a shot here at Chase. Zach Lockett going to take a peek here to the inside of the 31 of Jay. Is he going to get the move done? He's not going to get alongside as he head out of turn number 1. Single file action for the most part up front. Who is that? That is Ryan Gomes going to make a look to the inside of the 19 of Justin Parham. Still going to be side by side as we head down this long straight stretch into turn number 2. He is going to let Justin go on ahead. of the last corner here down the front stretch. Not much doing up here. I see Zach Lockett maybe taking a peek to the inside here. He is once again. See what he can do this time with Jay Stinson going to be up high. Slides up the track a little. They do touch. He pushes Jay up into the wall there a little bit. Gets out of the throttle though and gives Jay plenty of space to recover. He's going to tuck right back into line. Coming out of Matthew Fritz. Had Justin Parham alongside for just a moment. Not much doing. Some early movers of the race so far right here. Chris Cornett started back there in 18th position. Has already made up 4 spots, now up to 14th. Pretty nice job there by him. And of course, can't forget about our leader out front, the number 8 car. Really good start there from him, and now he is up to the lead spot and leading the way right now. Looking like he's feeling pretty good, putting in some really good lap times. John Ross is slowly but surely reeling in that 54 car, though. 2 tenths faster that time around. Let's see what he can do here. See where he's trying to gain some time. Here they are heading through turn 2. Not that great of a corner right there. Looks like John actually had a little bit better corner. Well, I can't say John. This is John, too. John O'Lynch had a better corner there. And better corner right there, too. Yeah, they're just trading times because now John O'Lynch was 2 tenths faster than John Ross that lap. Trying to see if we got any side-by-side battles going on. I know we got some close action going on, but I don't think anybody's making any moves just yet. We'll have to baby the tires here a little bit. Judging by what Dustin Rogerson was saying there in chat, is that this might be a tire race. Might have to take care of the tires here tonight. Got a pretty good scrap going on back here. Shane Willen watching the battle between Alan Wild and Chris Cornett. Chris Cornett actually going to slide down 2 spots from the last time we looked at him. He's down to 16th now. Ooh, Shane Willen might be fancying a chance here. Takes a look to the inside. They are drag racing down the front stretch. He's not going to be able to get alongside here going into turn 1. Boy, Dustin Parham, we saw it happen. Oh, no. He hit the wall there pretty good. I think he might have a little bit of damage to the right front. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it. Here is the nose of his car. You can see the damage to the right front. Man, that is terrible this early in the run, only on lap number 6. So we're going to have to baby that thing along maybe to the end of the stage, which is about 14 laps away. Tough break for him, though. Slid down to 14th position. Christian Delgado reeling in the 81 of Jim Treat. We have a battle for the lead, too. John O'Lynch just took a dive here in turn number 1. Is he going to be able to carry the speed? He is not. Chase Greer going to be able to hang on to it. I think he had quite the draft coming down the front stretch. Get back on this Christian Delgado and Jim Treat battle. It's a pretty good one going on. Christian was 1/10 exactly faster last lap around. Yeah, I agree, Nancy. That was definitely some good saving. I see John Ross maybe making a look to the inside of John O'Lynch. Not able to do much with it. Doesn't look like. Oh, a little touch of the wall there for Jim Treat. Christian Delgado might have a shot here. He goes down the front stretch. He's going to be able to get alongside as we head into turn number 1. Right now on the inside, I think he might just have it. And yes, he does. He's going to seal that pass. Nicely done, Christian Delgado. Going to move up to 6th. Makes him our biggest mover of the race so far. Started back in 9th, now up to 6th. John Lynch reeling in Chase Greer. Caught off that battle there with John Ross there for a minute. Jay Stinson still having a very solid race back there in the fourth. Zach Lockett as well back there in fifth. Ooh, John Ross touches the wall there a little bit. And now the last corner. Didn't look like he lost too much momentum, though. Jay Stinson not able to catch up to him. John Lynch again. I think he just takes the lower line here through turn number 1. Gives him a much better run than the number 8 of Chase Greer. But Chase might be trying to save a little tire running that higher line. Don't know. Good smooth bye-bye. Oh, boy. John might have the chance here. They're drag racing down to the last corner. John Lynch will take away the top spot. Nicely done. Good patient move there. See if he can hang on to it out of the last corner. It does look like yes. Yes, he will. On to lap number 10. We are officially halfway through stage number 1. Look how close everybody still is. Holy smokes. John Ross going to try the same move that John Lynch did. Takes that lower line through turn 1. Oh, J.O. Oh, boy. I can try. I'm so used to, like, at the beginning of the season, I was having such a hard time remembering everybody's name, but now I just can't not forget it. Like, I feel like these are my boys now. I'll try, though. J.O. Got a good battle going on back here. Matthew Fritz on the inside of the 81 with Jim Treat as we head down the front stretch across the stripe. Not going to be able to do too much with it, unfortunately. Whoa, the 55 of Ryan Gomes got super loose heading into turn 1 and was a nice job saving that. I saw him in the bottom of the screen. I said, oh boy, he is really sideways. See the 33 of Zach Stevens making a move on the inside of the number 1 of Keith Prince. And he gets the move done. Nicely done, Zach. Up to 12th now. Keith's going to come right back at him. Not going to be able to do too much with it. It's really hard to stay on that low line heading out of the last corner and still carry momentum. Here are your leaders out front. They're all single file line. Christian Delgado, kind of a lonely race right now. He's kind of on an island. You got that 5-car pack out front. You got a 4-car pack in behind him, but he's kind of stuck right here in the middle. Just riding right along. He'll definitely be one to watch. Really good week last week. Really good week. Really put it together. I believe he might just be riding right along, enjoying the view right now. Pretty good battle right here for 9th position. The 23 of Dustin Rogerson up top. Josh Freed down low. Not much doing. Back to single file action. I'm waiting on somebody up here in this top 5 pack to make a mistake. They are running nose to tail. Oh, John Ross going to make the move here. He's trying. It's so hard on the inside line out of the last corner and not going to be able to finish the move. I'm going to say this and not curse us. No cautions so far here today. I love to see it. I'm knocking on wood as we speak. Jay Stinson actually right on the bumper of the 44 car there. Thought he's going to give him a little shot there heading into the corner. Nice and smooth heading out of the last corner. Down the front stretch now, going to get a little bit of that draft. What kind of speeds they're carrying down these straight stretches here? 145-ish, look like the low in the corner. Now remember, they are on some older tires. Good run here for Jay Stinson. He is going to take a peek to the inside. He's kind of going to have to commit to this one now because Zach Lockett as well had a really good exit to that corner on the bumper now of John Ross. Oh no, this might not work out for Jay Stinson. He might actually lose a spot taking that chance. And yes he will. See what kind of speed they get at the end of this straight. .193-ish, what I saw flash up there. Pretty good speeds. It was about 50 miles an hour in each corner. Nicely done by Zach Lockett, though. That was a good move. Just kind of sat back there and waited. Uh-oh, Jim Treat got a little loose back there. Matthew Fritz going to take a look to the inside. Will to wheels we head into turn number 2. And Matthew Fritz sealed the deal out of 2. Yes, he did, but he doesn't. Jim's got a little bit of help here. The 23 of Dustin Rogerson all over the bumper. See if he can give him a little push here. We'll be able to draft together as we head down the front stretch. Fritz going to be pitched down to the inside, heading out of the last corner. It's going to kill his momentum. Maybe Dustin Rogerson might have a shot here. Yes, he does. Nicely done. Good teamwork there by those two. I think he'll easily clear this one, and yes, he does. Ooh, Josh Freed, holy smokes. Got all over the bumper of the 29 car. Anything going on out front? Nope. Not a whole lot of anything, honestly. Oh, we got a taker from pit lane. Zach Lockett going to roll the dice here. Try to roll that thing down, coming into pit lane here early for the end of the stage. I think he's kind of out of the points running for the championship, so he might just be rolling the dice to take a checker flag here today. This might be a very smart move. Nice clean pit stop, no penalties, hopefully. See if anybody else takes that as a little peer pressure moment and goes down pit lane before the checker flags come out here for the end of stage number 1. None of the leaders saying, nope, no takers here. Doesn't look like anybody in the midfield is any bit concerned with that as well. Justin Parham been limping this thing along since lap number 6. Hit the wall pretty hard. And has had a wounded ride for the rest of this whole first stage. Slipping back a few positions. All the way back to 16th now. Joey will make it on by him. Yes, he does. Trying to see if we got anything going on the track. I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything, everybody. Some close racing. Nobody side by side, though. Here's the onboard with Ryan Gomes in behind Josh Freed and Matthew Fritz. Good exit out of the corner. Going to take a look to the inside. Ooh, really drives it in deep here in turn one. Oh, slides up the track a little bit. You see that good drive on the outside line there by Josh Freed, and he will hang on to that spot. He tried. That was a good attempt. Might have some company, though. The 33 of Zach Stevens now takes a look to the inside. Ryan Gunn gets a little bit loose. You see how the rear end start to rotate around there a little bit more than he would probably want, but able to hang on to the spot nonetheless. All right, coming down to the end of the stage here. The Battle of the Johns up front. Just wait on that yellow and checker flag combo to wave. The end. There it is. Nicely done. J.O., as these called by his friends and family, it looks like. Nicely done, sir. Going to win stage number one. John Ross will get that second position. Chase Greer going to be in third. Jay Stinson going to be in fourth. And Christian Delgado going to round out your top five. Jim Treat, Dustin Rogerson, Matthew Freed, Josh Freed, or Matthew Fritz, Josh Freed, and Ryan Gomes will round out your top 10. Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done. Have to see how the rolling of the dice here pays off for Zach Lockett. Already went down pit lane on lap number 17. Uh-oh. What happened to Joey? I didn't do this. I did not say his name. Like he has just stopped on the infield here. It says that he crashed. Did he actually get into an accident, or did he just pull down and stop? Yeah, he just pulled down to the infield there and stopped. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Hopefully everything's all right. Yep, looks like he's got that thing back rolling. All right, they have caught up to the pace car. Pit lane should be open this time around. I'm sure just about everybody's going to go down pit lane. Seeing some really, really down times. They're about 3 to 4 seconds off of pace compared to their fastest laps towards the end of that run. I'm sure they'll be glad to get some fresh Goodyears on those things. We have nobody out of the race right now, fortunately. I like to hear that. Our next stage ending will be at lap number 45. And then from 45 to 85, hopefully green flag the whole way. Round of pit stops coming up, everybody. Let's see how everybody chooses to maybe change up their strategy, maybe stick to their plan. He just wanted some camera time. Nicely played, Joey Hickox. Nicely done. That's a good way to get it. All right, here we go. Down pit lane now. Pace car going to be out there all by himself. I think it's just going to be him and Zach Lockett. Right, here we go. Hopefully good, clean pit stops for everybody here. Nobody wants to slide through their pit box, make a silly mistake. It's very easy to do, especially when you try to make it into your pit box. You got cars all around, signs waving here and there. I'm here for Treat, Rogerson, and Cornett. That's a good trio you got going on right there. All right, our leader into his pit box, nice and clean. Oh no, Ryan Gomes missed his pit box. So did Josh Freed and Justin Parham. All three of those racers slid through their pit boxes. You hate to see it, but it happens. Race off a pit lane. Nicely done. J.O.'s going to be out front. Chase Greer going to be in seconds. Looks like Dustin Rogerson going to outpace a few of those. Come off a pit lane and restart in fourth position, it looks like. Jay Stinson, good pit stop from him. Don Ross slid back a couple positions, back to sixth. Jim Treat right here. He'll be back in seventh. Eighth place to be Matthew Fritz. Zach Stevens going to be in ninth. And Ryan Gomes going to round out your top 10. Still got some people in pit lane. We got Joey, Chris, and Brian Wortman all in pit lane at the moment. Let's see if Justin Parham got that nose of that thing fixed. Remember, lap number 6, he hit the wall pretty darn hard. And no, he still got damage to the nose of this thing. I'm really surprised. I thought he was going to use his fast repair. Guess he chose not to. It'll be a tough drive for him. Maybe he's just trying to stay on the lead lap. Maybe going back down pit lane here in just a minute to get some more work done to that car. Here is your leader, though. Zach Lockett rolled the dice there. Went in the pits on lap number 17. Babied that thing right along all the way to the end of the stage. Gonna have really good track position here for our first restart of the day. Lights should go out on the pace car this time by. Yes, Justin Parham has chosen to go down pit lane. Chris Cornett just now coming out of pit lane. He is going to beat the pace car, so not going to go a lap down. Yeah, the tricky triangle. Oof. I'm not a fan. I'll just be honest. Anybody just joining in, I gave my rant on this track. I don't care for this one. I just don't. Never have, never will. Literally, probably the only NASCAR track that I have not purchased in iRacing, and I purchased it today just for this broadcast, just for you all. Because if not, I would have never bought this track because I just don't like it. But anyways, enough about me. Let's focus on what's going on down on track. Zach Lockett will be our leader for our first restart of the day. Let's see if his little gamble here pays off. He'll have J.O. alongside on the front row. We'll have Chase Greer and Jay Stinson going to be in row number 2. Row number 3 will be Dustin Rogerson and John Ross. Then we'll have Matthew Fritz and Jim Treat. They're going to share the 4th row. And then row number 5 will be Ryan Gomes on the outside with Josh Frieda on the inside. But that's how we're going to restart them here. Let's see how it all shakes out. It's actually going to be Zach Stevens on the inside of row number 5. He's just lacking back there a little bit. Catch up there to Jim Treat. Come on now. Let's see what Zach Lockett can do here with his first restart. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Already 25 laps going to be in the books. Holy smokes. This one's kind of flown by. It looks like Chris Cornett did make it out of pit lane and caught up to the back of the grid. So nicely done to him. Who else are we lacking behind? That is Brian Wortman. He's not going to catch up to the grid in time, I don't think. Get out of the way, pace car. It's green flag time. Let's go. All right, got the green flag in hand. Here we go. Our first restart of the day. And on the inside of Zach Lockett, he will take out the lead. Nicely done, sir. As we race down into turn number 1, he's going to have a full, almost 2-car length advantage over the rest of the field. So he's going to have any line that he chooses into turn number 1. The battle is on for second position, though. John O'Lynch going to be on the high side. We'll have Chase Greer down low, but it looks like J.O. is going to be just fine. Pretty good entry to the corner there. Good exit as well, so he will lock down second. Chase Greer going to be in third. We do have a good battle going on back here for fourth, though. We have Jay Stinson and our points leader, John Ross, going to be on the inside as we head into turn number 2. Jay's had quite a race here today. He's looked really strong. And he does hang on to that 4th spot for right now. John Ross is tucked in the line. Matthew Fritz kind of on a little island by himself right now. Good battle going on in behind him, though. Dustin Rogerson in the 23 car has Jim Treat. And the Christian Delgado and Ryan Gomes battle going on in behind him. So we head down the front stretch. Looks like the 93 of Zach Lockett trying to break the draft here a little bit and have any bit of advantage as he can out front. He has nobody to draft off of, so probably not a bad idea. Ryan Gomes and Christian Delgado still battling for this 9th position on track. Ryan's going to be up top. Christian Delgado really sticking up close to him as we head out of the corner, and he will tuck into line. It's looking a whole lot like it did right before we waved the checkered and yellow flags there for the end of stage 1. Everybody in a single file line. Second on board here with John Ross. He has the 29 of Matthew Fritz to the outside up top. Looks like he's going to tuck into line, but now he has the inside line here on Jay Stinson. Not able to do too much with it, though. So across the stripes on to lap number 27. Chase Greer still sticking to that top line, man. Like, he's very fast here today. But he's about the only car running that really high line there in turn number 1. I don't know. I don't know if that's the line. It says the broadcaster up top not driving the car. Being the couch coach right now. But it does appear that most racers catch up to him quite a bit there in turn number 1. But he's able to hold spot, though, so I don't know. Whoa, boy, that got a little dicey there for a minute. John Ross was all over the bumper of Jay Stinson. I thought he was going to right rear him. But, yeah, nicely done. Zach Lockett's still sticking to that move and trying to break the toe as we head down the front stretch. It does look like it's working out for him at the moment. But John Ross going to be on the inside of Jay Stinson once again here as we head into turn 1. Battle for 4th is on. Can John Ross get it done? Right now he's looking good. He's not able to seal it off. Good try there, though. But Matthew Fritz now going to be alongside John Ross as he had the draft there from Jay Stinson heading out of turn 1. Down into turn 2 we go. They touched there a little bit on that straight stretch. Matthew not giving up on the high side. He's still sticking with it. But he's looking at the higher line is definitely what you want as you head out of the last corner. See just the pace advantage he has as we head down the front stretch. Look at all the cars weaving back and forth. Looks like an Indy 500 race in Indy cars. John Ross down low, does have the move done. Can Matthew Fritz get the run out of the corner? He's going to try the crossover maybe. No, he does not. He surrenders. He will now tuck into line as well. Nicely done to John Ross. Moves up to 5th. Jay Stinson watching a good battle up here between J.O. and Chase Greer. I like to see all these new names up here in the top spots. I'll tell you what, the gamble has paid off so far for the 93 of Zach Lockett's. Those of you just joining in, he went to the pit lane right before the end of stage number 1, which is a lap number 20, and got some fresh tires so he could start up front here for our first restart of the day here for stage 2. It has paid off so far. Looking pretty darn good out there in that clear air. See, he's got about, what, 4 or 5 car length advantage over J.O. back here in a second. Everybody side by side throughout the grid. We'll take a peek here real quick. No, literally everybody in a straight line. This is the battle for second position on track right now. Chase Greer having quite a day. Done a really good job there in qualifying. Qualified right here in this spot, in the 3rd position, and currently running in 3rd. Not doing as much weaving as everybody else down the front stretch. You can watch the battle in behind here, too, in the rearview mirror. John Ross throws it in there in turn 1, trying to get by Jay Stinson. Jay sticking pretty hard up top. Able to carry that momentum out of turn 1. Get a little bit of draft here heading down this straight stretch. Let's just focus on this battle for just a minute. Pretty good little scrap between these two. John Ross, just can't seem to get it done on Jay Stinson. Good exit out of the corner here, though, but not going to have that draft as he heads down the front stretch. Going to end up right back in that same position that he was just in. Matthew Fritz will be up top. This is what it looked like last time around. Deja vu for John Ross, but this time he seals the deal. Nicely done. He will move up to 4th. Chase Greer on the bumper. Less than a 10th separate him and John O. Lynch. Good run here out of the last corner. He might have a shot here. Not going to take a look either way. He's going to push J.O. here along as they go into turn one. You can see this different line that he runs compared to everybody else. He's about mid-track instead of down there right on the yellow line like everybody else does. And he carries a ton of momentum out of this corner. Anybody else wheel to wheel back here? Chris Cornett maybe trying to make a move here on the 33. Zach Stevens right now, he has it. Can he seal it out of the corner? Yes, he does. Now up to 11th. Nicely done. Now we saw Chris Cornett really fall off there towards the end of stage number one. Maybe pushed the tires just a little bit too hard. He was our biggest mover of the race, and now he is back to being in that biggest mover of the race. Started back in 18th and now up to 11th. So nicely done by him. Hopefully he can keep this momentum going on throughout the race. We still got a long race ahead. We're not even at the halfway point, so he's got plenty of time to make those moves. We'll have to see how the strategy all works out. Going on up here. Nope. Everybody's still in the line. Zach's still sticking with that breaking of the toe action of weaving way down to the inside of the track as he heads down the front stretch. John Ross now maybe fancies a chance here on Chase Greer. We saw this happen in stage number one. He spent many laps trying to get by Chase Greer. Wasn't able to do so, but John looking pretty darn good on these fresh tires. He was 4/10 faster than Chase Greer that time around. But now Chase Greer makes the move to the inside here on John O. And yes, nicely done. He gets the move complete and moves up to second. Nicely done, Chase. That was pretty. He made that look pretty effortless. Anything? Chris Cornett still on his attack on the 39 car of Josh Freed now. As dispersed of the 33 of Zach Stevens. How's Justin Parham getting along? Here he is. Did he get the damage on the nose fixed? I think he did. Let's get that view and let's see. Oh, yeah, look at the nose of that thing. It looks brand new. Hot diggity dog. Good stuff. I'm not going to say this racer's name in the number 3 car, but we all know who he is. But I'm not going to be the cause of something bad happening, so I'm not going to say his name. But well done, number 3. Moving up to 16th, just got the move done there on Shane Weldon. John Ross now sets sights on the second place man. See if he can get it done. I want to see how John Ross got by old J.O. there. Let's take a look back and see what happened. Here he is alongside, heading into the corner. And just like that. Same place that Chase Greer got the move done there on J.O. John Ross, he might have the move done here now. Yes, he does. He was on that inside line, had a good run there heading into the last corner, and has covered it off and finished the deal. Nicely done, John Ross, up to second. I thought I just heard some tires squealing. I thought somebody was going for a ride. I was looking all over. Now let's see if anybody has anything for this man out front. The number 93 of Zach Lockett has led every single lap here in stage number 2. I'll just have to wait and see. Pass it into Ryan Gomes. Gets the move there on Zach Stevens. Moves up to 12th position. Got a pretty good battle going on right here. I feel like J.O. might be slipping here a little bit. Maybe burned up the tires. Maybe saving a little tire. Don't know. Got roughly about 6 laps until the end of stage number 2. So if you're going to be making those moves, you got to be planning them now. Matthew Fritz going for the high line here. We are on board with the 23 of Dustin Rogerson. Had a pretty solid day so far. Been in the top 10 for most of the day, if not all of the day. Started in 6th, currently in 7th, so pretty solid so far. Pretty solid. Trying to chase down Matthew Fritz, which is another racer that's looked pretty darn good. Started back in 8th, up to 6th right now. You can see the weaving action of Zach Lockett. I don't know why that tickles me so much to watch him just weave so far down to the inside. But he is literally the only car doing it. But he's also the only car that has no friends out here to draft off of. So it's probably not a terrible idea. Oh, touch of the wall there for J.O. Heading out of turn number 1. He might lose some momentum here. Matthew Fritz might have a chance. Heading down the straight stretch here, and yes, nicely done, Matthew, up to a top 5 position. Jono still struggling here a little bit. Dustin Rogerson now going to give him a little bit of pressure. Jim Treat not too far behind. Whoa, we just saw it happen. Who was that? That was Jono Lynch, went way down low. 3 wide action as we head into the first corner. The 13 of Christian Delgado is going to get turned. The 81 is going to come up the track. The 88 is caught up in it. We saw it all start and we saw it all end right there. Oh, man, you hate to see it. Oh. Very close racing. This is actually our very first caution of the day. Have a look back here in just a minute and see where it all went wrong. I saw somebody get really loose. Here they are 3 wide. I think it was the 54 of John O. Lynch that got really loose heading out of the corner. Let's back this tape up here a little bit. I think he might have got a little help there by the 23 car. Let's go right here. Here they are heading out of the corner. And yeah, he just got really loose and lost a ton of speed. The 23 car gets into the rear of him, but I mean, there's really no place for the 23 to go. So that's where it all started. It kind of chain reacted. Everybody's woed it down there. And then where is everybody else? Here's Chris Cornett. This is what he was looking at out the front of the car. Christian Delgado making that thing 3 wide. Actually, we'll go right here, and we'll go, Here he is making it 3 wide as we cross the start-finish line. And the 81 car just comes up into him there a little bit, gets him a little bit loose, and then comes up a little bit more, and then just hooks him. And to the inside he goes. And then he bounces up into the track. Man, he takes a huge shot here. Boom! Into the wall. You hate to see that. Yeah, then Jim Treat comes up the track into the 88 car. I don't know if anybody else is caught up in this. I think that might have been it. But yeah, 3 cars really banged up right here. Ooh, the 19 of Justin Parham got on by there. But yeah, that's how it all went down, everybody. So, let's see what everybody does here now. I don't know if this will count towards the end of the stage or not. Nobody's gone down pit lane just yet. Right, down pit lane we go. 93 car doing a little fakeage, but he is definitely committed now. He is down pit lane, just looks like everybody else is. I don't think anybody's going to stay out here. And no, that is everybody down pit lane right now. Now we should restart somewhere around lap 45, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of the stage or not. Oh no, our leader has slid through his pit box. That's going to hurt him here a little bit. I don't think he's going to win the race off of pit lane. Wait and see who's going to win this one. John Ross is going to get out ahead of him. Chase Greer. I believe Chase Greer might have got it. Yes, he did. Nicely done, Chase Greer. John Ross is going to be in second. Looks like Jay Stinson will come out in third place. Who else came out? Matthew Fritz going to be in fourth. Zach Lockett going to slide all the way back to fifth position with that one little mistake. That's all it takes on pit lane. J.O. is going to be back to sixth. Justin Rogerson going to be in seventh. Josh Freed going to be in eighth. Zach Stevens going to be in ninth, and Ryan Gomes will round out your top 10. That's where we're at. But nicely done to the 8 car. Well done, pit crew. Got him out in the lead spot. Going to catch up to the back of the pace car here. We should have lights out on the pace car this time by. Our second restart of the day coming up. Man, what a turn of events. What a turn of events. I kind of want to watch that thing back in full speed. What do y'all think? We got a little bit of time here. We're going to be under caution here for just a minute. Watch it back in full speed. Here's Christian Delgado on the middle. Boy, he gets turned and goes for a ride, buddy. Boom to the inside wall. Man. Holy smokes. All right, yep. Lights out on the pace car. Know our top 10 starters. Who's going back down pit lane? That is Keith Prince and the number 3 car. In pit lane at the moment. I think everybody else out on track. All right. Oh, Brian Workman has brought his car down pit lane, looks like. Yes, he has. See how this restart goes. Inside line has won both of the restarts so far. See how this one goes. See if Chase Greer can continue the streak there for the inside line. He'll have Jay Stevens. Or Jay Stinson, I'm sorry, in behind him. I'm sitting here reading names off the list. We'll have John Ross up top with Matthew Fritz in behind him. See who's got the advantage. Getting ready to head into turn number 3 now. Does look like everybody will catch up to the back of the grid. Shane Whittle making his way out of turn 2, so he should catch the grid before we go back green. Pace car's going to dive to pit lane here in just a minute. Chase Greer going to be in charge. Get out of here. There you go, pace car. Man, did you see that pace car get it sideways?
Green flag.
Holy smokes. Green flag, good start on the inside there for Chase Greer. He will have a good advantage heading into turn 1. See what John Ross can do with it. He's got a little help from in behind with Matthew Fritz pushing him right along. Chase going to stick down low. And he will race out of turn number 1 with the lead out front. Second place will be John Ross. Good battle for third. Oh my gosh, they're getting a little dicey back there. Josh Freed was really hard onto the wall. I think he took some nose damage. He's sliding back through the grid right now, stacking them up in behind. Oh, he can't turn the car. He's going to go right back into the wall. He's going to have to go down pit lane. I think he's got a very wounded ride right now. Unfortunate for him, but the battle up front is kind of simmered down. We got the top, 6 cars all in line. Good battle going on back here. Does look like Dustin Rogerson's going to win that one over Alan Wild. Heading into lap number 46. much else doing at the moment. Everybody back to this single file line of racing. Now remember, this is going to be our longest stint of the day. With that caution flag coming out, everybody went down pit lane on lap 42. We're going to make it all the way to 85. We have no more scheduled stops for today. It'll be interesting to see what tactics everybody takes. I think track position was a big deal, so nicely done to Chase Greer. I think he's locked himself into a really good position right now. He's got the points leader in behind him, though. John Ross, he really knows how to seal the deal at the end of the race, so he's going to have his hands full. Josh Freed, did he go down pit lane? Yes, he did. He got that car fixed up. He's back out. John Ross takes a look to the inside, but Chase has a really good run out of turn one usually, and once again he does. Nice smooth line there through turn two. See Jay Stinson right there in the rearview mirror, not too far behind these two. Got Chris Cornett maybe making a move here to the inside. Justin Parham. Can he do anything with it? It doesn't look like at this time he will, and no, he will tuck right back into line. Take a nose shot here with Jay Stinson, which is currently in third place. Not much going on for the time being, at least. This pack back here is very, very close. Justin Parham maybe making a move here on Zach Stevens. Not able to do anything with it. Turn one is a very tough place to pass, and so is turn three, really. Turn two is really the place where you want to try to make the move, it looks like, here today. Battle for the lead is still on, but man, John Ross cannot find his way around Chase Greer. Zach Stevens kind of being hung out to dry right now. Here on the inside, he has the 19 of Parham up top. Looks like he will lose out on that battle. Chris Cornett still on the mission back here in 11th position, trying to break his way into the top 10. Hasn't had a great day overall, but started back at 18th, running in 11th. Solid day in the office, I would say. Going on up front. Same old stuff. Zach Lockett is actually running a little bit faster pace right now than Matthew Fritz. Might have a battle for fourth position here in a minute. Ooh, Chase Greer, I saw him get a little loose up front. Got a little out of shape there in turn two. Give John Ross a glimmer of hope, but it's hard to do here out of turn 3, and could not get it done. Oh, Chase Greer into the wall there, a little bit out of turn 1. See it over there to the corner of the screen. Jay Stinson, man. He's all over this battle, too. I'm not really saying his name all that much, but he is... Oh, Chase Greer really loose in the corner, and he is going to lose that top spot and the second position. Nicely done to John Ross and Jay Stinson to get those patient moves done, because Chase Greer was driving one hell of a race. Yeah, those two will be their top 2 spots. Chase Greer does file back into the line in 3rd position for right now. Have to see if Matthew Fritz or Zach Lockett get anything done. I think Matthew got a little loose there out of the last corner. Lost some momentum, and yes, he's going to fall back to 5th. I hate that for Chase Greer, man. He was having such a good run up front. Oh, man, I saw somebody back there just absolutely slap the wall. I think that was our number 3 car that just did that. Yeah, got a lot of damage to the right front and to the side of that car now. He absolutely smashed that wall coming out of turn 1. We're taking onboard here with the 29 car. John Ross taking that Zach Lockett approach, going way down to the inside to break the toe. Looks like Matthew Fritz kind of taking that Chase Greer approach in turn number 1, going in that higher line. Got about, what, 12 laps on these tires now? Which about 5 of those were under caution. So not a whole lot of life taken out of the tires, but it looks like they're starting to struggle here a little bit. Chase Greer again with a bit of a snappy loose issue there. Going to lose that spot to Zach Lockett. That's what happened coming out of the corner here. You see Chase get really loose. And here goes Zach Lockett just driving on by on that high side. And that's how the move was done. So nicely done, Zach. To a top 3 spot right now. Look at this 6-car battle back here. Holy smokes, all for 9th place. Alan Wild leading a train of cars right now. He's got Chris Cornett breathing down his neck. I think if we keep this thing green flag racing, I would think around lap 65, which would be, you know, that halfway point in between the end of stage 2 and the end of the race. Might be a good time for people to start making their way down pit lane, especially if we stay under green. If there's a caution, you know, that throws a whole wrench into all of it, but only time will tell. Here goes Chase Greer, moves to the inside here on Allen, but now to turn 1, not able to finish the move. This seems to be the place. Everybody tries to get the move done, and Chris Cornett cannot do it. We're on board here with Alan Wild. You're going to see the 88 car over to the left. There he is. Can he clear? He does not. Oh my goodness, he gets really loose and actually slides up in front of Alan Wild. Good reaction time there for Alan to get out of the throttle. He just barely popped off the throttle just enough to let the 88 car have enough room to slide up in that position. Because, boy, I thought that was it. That was close. Oh, Chris Cornett gonna slap the wall at a turn number 1. Gets really loose. He hits it another time. He's gonna lose all kinds of positions. So all that work he just did is now undone. He's gonna slide back 3, 4, 5 positions. Gets into the back of Chris Cornett there a little bit. Chris got really loose. Ryan Gomes making a move to the inside of Zach Stevens. Pack right here is wild right now. Ooh, Ryan Gomes, I thought he was going to take a look there. Zach Stevens chose not to. See what's going on out front. John Ross, our leader, looking good. Jay Stinson, second place, looking good. Zach Lockett, very comfortable third place right now. J.O. back here in fourth. Chase Greer still fading here a little bit. Matthew Fritz trying to make some moves on him. Taker for pit lane. It is Keith Prince going down pit lane, the number 1 car. Be the first one in for our round of pit stops. Just have to wait and see if anybody else chooses to go down. Remember, most went on lap number 42. Right now we're watching the battle for 5th position. Chase Greer leading the way. Matthew Fritz in 6th. Dustin Rogerson in that 23 car back there in 7th. Chase Greer maybe be going down pit lane. Yes, yes he is. We'll get that car slowed down. Down pit lane he goes. Zach Stevens as well coming down pit lane. Leaders still choosing to stay out. Ryan Gomes down low, the 28 of Alan Wild. Putting up a good fight on the high side, the 13 of Christian Delgado and the 88 of Chris Cornett. All right here in the pack. And who is that? Is that the 81? Yes, it is, of Jim Treat. Got the best seats in the house watching all this. Gets a little loose there. It's so hard to be down on that low side out of turn 3. That's a tough one there. Right here is where the action's at right now. Ooh, Chris Cornett again into the wall out of turn 1. And lose that spot to Jim Treat. Christian Delgado takes a look to the inside of the 55 here. Ryan doing a really good job up top. Hanging on, defending that position. Ooh, Dustin Rogerson has caught up to Matthew Fritz. A little bit faster that time around, almost a full 10th. Taking on board here with Dustin. Anybody going down pit lane? That's J.O. going down pit lane. Make sure he makes it in that pit box nice and smooth. He's got that front pit box qualifying on pole here today. That's a sharp looking paint job. Look at that thing. Looks good. Nice smooth stop here. Oh, he slid past it a little bit. Has to back up. Gonna lose a little bit of time here on pit lane. If any of our leaders choose to go down pit lane, no, not this time by. Zach Lockett starting to look pretty good here towards the end of this run, reeling in Jay Stinson. 10th faster that time around. I'm just watching the timing tower, see who's going down pit lane. Ryan Gomes, the 55 car, is now down pit lane. We're on board right here with Zach Lockett. He was reeling in Jay Stinson there for just a minute. Looks like he's lost a little bit of time now. Leaders are now down pit lane. Here comes John Ross and Zach Lockett. Jay Stinson chooses to stay out. So did Matthew Fritz, Dustin Rogerson, Justin Parham, Alan Wild, Christian Delgado. Just about the rest of the top 10 here chose to stay out. Let's make sure these two make it in their pit boxes nice and clean. John Ross, nice. Oh, he missed it a little bit. Zach Lockett was nice and clean, though. He might get a little bit of an overtake here. It's going to be very close between these two. The race off of pit lane. I think Zach has a little bit of the advantage here, though. Yes, there he is out of his pit box. John spun the tires there a little bit, too. Track position looks to be very important here today. Does Jay Stinson bring it down this time? Yes, he does. Matthew Fritz stays out. Dustin Rogerson coming down pit lane. Justin Parham chooses to stay out. Alan Wild coming down pit lane. So is Jim Treat. Chris Cornett stays out. Let's make sure Jay gets into his pit box nice and clean. He is having a really good run here today. Oh my goodness! Caution flag is now out, and that has thrown a wrench into everything. People down on pit lane, people out on track. Ryan Gomes has turned the car around and brought out our yellow flag while people were in pit lane. There he is, just touches the apron there just a little bit. And that's all she wrote. Oh boy. How that has changed the whole game. That is going to make things wild here today. All right, let's see how it all shakes out now. I'm sure all these racers are going to want to make their way down pit lane. Our top 5 position cars have not gone down pit lane since the end of stage number 2. Right, all right. A lot of racers still catching up to the back of the pack. Oh boy. Man, holy smokes. Should be going green flag racing with about 17 laps left to go on the board. Who's that going to make our leader? I think Zach Lockett is going to be in the top spot now. John Ross, J.O., Jay Stinson, Dustin Rogerson, who else? Alan Wild, Jim Treat. Will be your top 7. The race off the pit lane will be everybody else, it looks like. Shane Willen should get his lap back, I think. Who's going to win that race? It looks like Matthew Fritz. Nicely done, sir. Justin Parham going to come out in 9th. Christian Delgado going to come out in 10th. Yeah, definitely got lucky there. All right, everybody's starting to come out of pit lane, catch them up to the back of the grid. Should have lights out on the pace car this time around. You see Ryan Gomes slip all the way back to the back of the pack. All your leaders going to be out front. Now this is going to be a wild one, everybody. People got some good breaks there. I will say that. Zach Lockett going to be in command here for our 3rd restart of the day. We'll have John Ross going to be on the front row as well. Row number 2, we'll have John O going to be in that 3rd spot, and Jay Stinson going to be on the outside line. We'll have Dustin Rogerson and Alan Wild. Those will be in row number 3. Then we'll have Jim Treat and Matthew Fritz going to be in row number 4. And Christian Delgado and Justin Parham will round out your top 10. It's going to be a mad dash to the finish line. Everybody's got fresh tires on. Track position is key, so I think this is going to be really good for Zach Lockett if he can get a good restart here. He will be on the inside line, which is right now undefeated on restarts. It has absolutely smoked everybody else. Let's see what old John O can do there on that inside line of row number 2. That looked to be a really good position as well. Seems like whoever restarts in 3rd always ends up in 2nd out of turn number 1. Let's see if that trend continues today. Yes, Shane Wilden did get his lap back. Okay, I was just making sure. I wasn't worried, didn't know exactly where he was at on track when that yellow flag came out, so good to see him back on the lead lap. All right, here we go, heading out of turn 3 now. Pace car, get out of the way. Green flag is in hand. Our official is ready. I am ready. Are you ready? I hope so, because here we go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out, and the inside line once again undefeated. It looks like he will win that race off the line here with the 44 car, John Ross. Not a great start there for John O back there in that 3rd spot. He's going to have Jay Stinson up on the high side. It's going to be a tough battle there for that 3rd spot right now. Distance changing by the 2nd. Looks like, ooh, a lot of cars bouncing off the wall there out of turn 1. Does look like everybody gets it all filed up in the top 5 at least. Good battle for 5th position right now, I should say, because the 23 of Dustin Rogerson He's going to be down low. I don't know if he's going to be able to do too much with it. He's going to try, though. Just a little bit too much speed out of turn 2. And we'll lock down 5th position. Matthew Fritz going to be on the high side here of the 23 car. And now to turn 3 now. Does look like Matthew Fritz will win the battle. Oh, goodness. Dustin Rose and Christian Delgado got together there a little bit. I think Dustin thought he was clear and he was going to start coming up the track. Ooh, bounce off the wall there for Christian Delgado out of turn 1. Just a little bit of a graze. I think everybody's done that at least 10 times today. Justin Parham making moves to the inside here of the 33 car. And the 81 car now as he heads out of turn 2. Down the straight stretch here into turn 3. Get it done. Yes, he does. Nicely done, Justin Parham. What a good turnaround for him. Got to an accident there on lap number 6. Took a lot of damage to the car. Got that thing fixed up. Now he's running in a pretty good position up here in 9th. Anything going on up front? Doesn't look like at the moment there is. Zach Lockett still leading the way. John Ross in 2nd. Jay Stinson in 3rd. John O going to be in 4th. And Alan Wild going to be your top 5. Race for the rest of the field is Wild. Look at this pack back here. Jim Treat going to be on the inside of the 19 car. 19 gets a little loose, able to hang on to it. The number 8 of Chase Greer back into the thing here. The 88 car going to throw it way down low. Made it 3 wide there for just a moment. Still going to be 3 wide as we head through the middle of the corner. Out of turn number 3. Still going to be 3 wide. They're touching. They're baiting. They're banging. The 33s around. Oh, there's our caution flag. We saw it all happening. We saw it all unfolding. And there you have it. I'll have to take a look back at it here in just a minute. I think the 33 car is going to have a pretty good shot of it. We'll have another restart here today. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened here. He is stuck right here in the middle. The 88 car down low gets into him there a little bit, spins up the track, gets into the number 1 car. So he's caught up in it. I think that might be the only car caught up in it, but there you go. There you have it. Oh boy, oh boy. Our 4th caution of the day. Waving here. 13 laps left to go. Hopefully we can make a quick caution out of this one. Get back green flag racing here in just a minute. We're racing around trying to find that that pace car. Oh, I heard it. There it is, turn 1. Here Zach was going to want to take that thing down pit lane. Maybe just maybe, maybe just not. Pit lane may be closed still. We should be within 10 laps to go. Go back green flag racing. What happened to Zach Stevens? This is the old crash. Just told me that he wrecked again. I don't think so. Poor guy. I was like, dang, we was just watching him live. What do you mean he crashed? He didn't crash again. Now, does anybody choose to go down pit lane? I don't know, man. I feel like this track is very important for track position. So if everybody is not going, I don't think these lead cars are going to go. Too hard to make passes around here. You also don't want to be that lead car as you're the only car sitting there when everybody else goes down pit road. But everybody went into the pit lane route, you know, in between 64 and 67. So we got some pretty fresh tires on here. Doesn't look like anybody's even going to take the bait. The 23 car is. Why not? Take a little gamble here. So is the 81 of Jim Treats. Chris Cornett coming down pit lane. Going to join Keith Prince, Brian Workman, Zach Stevens coming down pit lane as well. Move some of those other racers up a few positions. I'd like to see that, I'm sure. Hopefully Zach Stevens has a faster pair still. Does not look like he does at the moment. I can't get a good view of it, unfortunately. There we go. I think he's just driving that thing around to see what it feels like. Oh, okay. He did not use his faster pair, so he backed out of his pit box, turned it on, and went back in it. Pretty smart move there. I didn't even know you could do that. Thought you had to make your way around, Seth. Pretty slick. But yes, he did have a faster pair. Got that thing all shined up. Gonna rejoin the grid back in 16th position. Now, Zach Locke looked really good off the last restart. Can he do it again? Looks like we will go back. Green flag racing with 9 laps to go on the board. I do remember, we have 3 green-white checkered attempts if we need them. Hopefully we don't need them, but you never know. You never know. Could see lights go out on the pace car this time by. The reigning defending champion of the inside line crew has won every battle here today. Let's see if the inside line can win here once again. And that is what Zach Lockett has chosen, the bottom line. They'll have, who is that? Jay Stinson in behind him. John Ross alongside, who's going to be in that second row outside line. Looks like the 54 of John O going to be back there. We'll have Alan Wild and Matthew Fritz going to be in row number 3. Christian Delgado and Justin Parham going to be in row number 4. And then Joey Hickox and Chase Greer going to round out your top 10 back there in the 5th row. So interesting top 10 right now. They do got some fresh tires on in behind them from 13th position all the way to the back. Everybody went down pit lane. All those cars got brand new tires on. Remember, they had 5 sets of tires to use here today. Thank you, Nancy. I'm glad to hear that. I have an absolute blast on these broadcasts. I love this. I'm not ESPN worthy, but by golly, I'm Royalty Racing Network worthy. Big shout out to them, man. I'm glad they brought me on. I appreciate them a lot. Drafty and Josh, they were in here in chat earlier. I doubt they're still awake. It's getting pretty late at night, so. But appreciate you guys. Have a lot of fun doing this stuff. Appreciate Noma too, man. This has been a really fun league to watch. But anyways, none of that. It is go time, everybody. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to see it dive down the pit lane here in just 1 minute. Zach Lockett. He's done very well on every single restart here today, but this may be the very most important one of the day. It might be our last. It might not be either. I don't know. But here we go, heading out of the last corner here. There goes the pace car. Watch that thing get sideways in the pit lane. That thing just zips it down in there.
Green.
Green flag is out. Good start on the inside there for Zach Lockett. And yes, he locks down that top spot. John Ross tried to give him a run for his money, but that high side is a tough place to do it. 9 laps to go on the board. Into turn 1 we go. Zach Lockett leads us in. John Ross going to be in second. John O. Lynch going to lock down 3rd spot right now. Jay Stinson out of the corner going to be in 4th. It looks like Matthew Fritz will shake it out and be in your top 5 spots right now. Battle from then on is wild and crazy. Alan Wild going to be on the low side. Going to have Christian Delgado and Justin Parham up top. Oh, Justin gets really loose and into the wall he goes. Are we going to have a caution flag? As of right now, no. Justin Parham still rolling, still headed in the right direction. Going to have a ton of damage to the nose and to the side of that car. I don't know if he's going to be able to limp that thing back around, but I hope that he can anyways. Chase Greer going to be alongside Josh Freed. That is the battle for 8th position right now as we cross the start-finish line. 8 laps left to go. Looks like Justin Parham going to pull that thing down into pit lane. So, yes, he did make it back around. The 23 of Dustin Rogerson on those fresh tires going to be on the inside of the 3 car. Can he get the move done? Right now, he cannot. Joey going to have a good run out of the corner and on the high side. And he's going to remain in that 10th position. Chris Cornett trying to push the 23 right along. Chase Greer making a move now to the inside of the 39 car of Josh Freed. Anything going on out front? As of right now, no. Zach Lockett still leading the way. John Ross in second. Third place right now, John O. We'll have Jay Stinson in fourth, Matthew Fritz in fifth, but he has Christian Delgado, which is on a run right now. He's doing really, really good off this restart. He's right on the back of Matthew Fritz. Smells a top 5, and maybe he can get it done, but he's running out of time if he's going to do so. 7 laps left to go on the board. Oh boy. People blinking, people bouncing all over the walls. Everybody really pushing it for all it's worth right now. It does not look like the tire gamble paid off. Dustin Rogerson is the highest placing man that went down pit road. He is currently in 11th. Nothing going on out front. Everybody in the single file line. 6 laps now left to go. Jay Stinson maybe wants to get on the microphone after this race is over, smelling the top 3 spots. He's all over the bumper of John O. Oh boy. J.O. just bounced off the wall bad. It looked a lot worse than what it was, I got a feeling. Josh Freed making a look to the inside of the 28 of Alan Wild right now. Heading down into turn 2. Not able to do much with it. Chase Greer going to try an inside line pass here on Joey Hickox. And yes, he gets that done up to 9th position. Ooh, it's very close in this pack right now. Holy smokes. See the drag racing going on down the front stretch. Josh Freed trying to get the move done on Allen. 3 wide in behind them. We have Joey, Dustin, and who is that? I think it's Chris Cornett. No, it's Chase Greer was up top. I should have known the high man in turn number 1 would have been Chase Greer. I'm running that line all day long. Watching those times for the top 5. I am focused on this midfield battle right now. Going to see if anything comes about for the top spots there, but nothing going on right now. Chase Greer gets into the side of Alan Wild there as we go across the start-finish line. I think he actually had to lift off the throttle there a little bit. Four laps left. Can we make it green the whole way? That is the question. Jay Stinson has lost touch with the 54 car, unfortunately. It has the 29 car, Matthew Fritz, breathing down his neck just about every corner. What a race it shaped up to be for Christian Delgado as well. Apparently running in 6th. This is Matthew Fritz watching the battles in front of him for the top spots. 3 laps left to go on the board. John Ross really starting to push the pace now. 2/10 faster than the leader out front. And he is all over the bumper. Less than 2/10 separate those two right now. We'll go ahead and take a peek at that battle. John might have been saving for these last 3 laps. Really going to start pushing the pace. We'll have to wait and see. He's got just enough to get it done here today and take another win here for this season. He has had an incredible season so far. He has been the class of the field, the man to beat. Right now, Zach looking pretty good. Two laps to go. Oh, good run to the inside here for Chris Cornett on Dustin Rogerson. Both on fresh tires. Chris Cornett gets the move done up to, and ninth he goes. All right. Here comes Zach locking out of the corner. Gonna see the white flag waving. 1 lap to go, everybody. I do believe, unless something crazy happens, he's put in some really good last 3 laps. He should be able to bring home the checkered flag here today unless nothing happens. Into turn 1 for the last time here today. Nice and smooth line, putting a little bit more gap in between him and John Ross. Battle for third position is still there, but I do believe John O is going to be in good shape. Because Jay has Matthew Fritz and Christian Delgado breathing down his neck, and he has for the last few laps. Here we go, everybody, into the last corner for the last time here today. The number 93 of Zach Lockett will bring home the checkered flags here in week number 13 of the Noma Next Gen Series at Pocono. Congratulations. Well done, sir. John Ross is going to have to settle for second. John O. Lynch will finish in third. Jay Stinson going to be in fourth. Nicely done by him today. Matthew Fritz going to finish in fifth. Christian Delgado, Chase Greer, Josh Freed, Chris Cornett, and Dustin Rogerson going to round out the top 10. We will have our interviews with our top 3 racers as soon as this is done. What a race. What a race. All eyes on this man, though. The number 93 car. Nicely done today, buddy. Hasn't been with us each and every week, but when he does show up, he's got a ton of speed. Bringing home a checker flag. Pretty nice job, man. Pretty damn nice job. Sure, he's going to want to do a little celebrating here. Whoa. Christian Delgado come flying in the frame there. Well. All right, let me go ahead and get myself ready for these post-race interviews here really quick. They are burning it down here. Look at this. Having a good time. All right. Here are your final results. I'm just waiting on everybody to hop in to chat to get ready for their post-race interviews. Does look like John O. Lynch is ready for his post-race interview, so let's go ahead and hear from him. He was our third place finisher. All right, we have our third place finisher here tonight, Mr. John O. Lynch. Man, what a drive from you today, man. Qualified on pole. You had a ton of speed all day long. You made one little mistake on pit road, which kind of cost you some track position. But still, man, going to finish in the top 3 spot here today and qualify on pole. You did get the pole award, so nicely done there. But I feel like it's a little bit of a heartbreak day for you, so I kind of feel bad for you. But still, man, good result here today. But let's hear from you, man.
Dude, honestly, I'm glad I get back to a podium spot, to be honest with you. Yeah, as soon as I lost the lead, it was a plow box, and I knew I was I was going backwards, and I tried to pit there. I got ran into the back of and caused yellow, and it went all the heck. So I'm glad I recovered to P3, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man, I tell you, it was a rough day for quite a few people out there today, honestly. But hey, man, you got to qualify on pole. You showed a ton of speed today. I really thought you had the car to beat. And I feel like just those little things here and there kind of cost you the win here today. But hey, man, still, congratulations on your finish, brother.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. I feel like once you lost the lead here, it was extremely hard to pass. Honestly, I have no clue how I got past Chase in stage 1. I think I literally timed that perfectly. I could not recreate that, but yeah, honestly, I'm happy with the run, to be honest with you. So,
well, you should be. You got a big old fan box over here in chat, so I'm sure they love to hear from you after the post race. So yeah, congratulations on your 3rd place finish here today, buddy, and hopefully we'll see you next week, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, everybody, there you have it. That is your 3rd place finisher, Mr. John O'Lynch. I think that might be the first time all season I got to talk to him, but hey, man, he's got a ton of speed. You see just the talent that he's got out there. So, yeah, really good job from him today. But now let's hear from our 2nd place finisher, Mr. John Ross. We get to hear from him quite frequently, so this should be a good one. All right, now we're here with our 2nd place finisher, which is really weird to say with 2nd place and John Ross in the same sentence. But hey, still, man, really good day in the office. This track was tough. It's all about track position. The tires wear out super fast, and it turns into a damn sled driving through the corners. So still, good day today. I thought you had a little bit there saved for Zach because you were reeling him in about 2/10 a lap, and I was like, oh boy, maybe he's going to put it on him here with 3 laps to go, but just didn't have enough there towards the end. Zach drove a pretty good race, so well done to him. But yeah, good job to you, man. Going to finish in 2nd position, so let's hear about it from you, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. It really is a very difficult track. It's almost impossible to pass. I think I slid through my box twice. And so I had to come back and pass 2 or 3 cars, and it's just so tough to pass. And, Zach's a teammate of mine. So, when we were 1 and 2 there at the end, I said, let's just get a good jump. And then we're going to see if we can pull away a little bit. I really never felt comfortable, really pushing and trying to pass. And Zach had, such a quick car because it's so hard to pass. You didn't want to be side by side and allow those people behind you to catch up. So, so we just kept it tucked in, and we had a good race. Zach ran a fantastic race, probably the fastest car out there tonight. So he deserved that win.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you know what? If you're going to pass on the torch for a trophy, I guess to your teammates, not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah.
That's right.
So again, man, another good run for the championship season. You're out by a mile, so I don't think you have to worry too much about that. But still, a good result here tonight for you and the team. So good 2nd place finish, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Appreciate that. Have a good night.
You too. All right, that was your 2nd place finisher, Mr. John Ross. Points leader heading into tonight. Yet another solid performance. Wasn't going to push his teammate there too hard, it doesn't look like. But hey, going to finish in 2nd, so got to be happy with that. But now let's hear from the man of the hour, Mr. Zach Lockett. All right, now we have the man of the hour, the man that brought home the checkered flag. You drove an incredible race today. You qualified in 4th. You ran up front all day long, and once you saw clear air, it seemed like any time that you had a clean track in front of you, nobody was ever going to catch you. I was cracking up here a little bit just about every time you were weaving down, from from the rest of the pack there on the front stretch, and I was like, what is he doing? I was like, oh wait, it makes sense. He has nobody to draft off of. That's what he's doing. But man, it seemed to work out. But I'm not going to lie.
No, it worked, man. The draft here is incredibly strong. Anything I could do to break the draft is what I was trying to do. But at the end there, the last run, I was with my teammate John Ross, and we were just trying to get away from everyone. So didn't do it there on the last run, but throughout the race, yeah, clean air and breaking that draft, making sure people behind you weren't using the draft to catch up was absolutely key.
Well, it seemed to work out today, man. Congratulations on the win. You haven't raced with us all like every week this season, but every time you show up, you show a ton of speed, man. An absolute ton of speed, so you're definitely one to watch. But, yeah, man, congratulations on the big win here at Pocono. I hate this track, and I'm glad that you won. I'm glad that it's behind us and we can move on.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. It is a tough track, and you know that's why I don't know if you got it on the broadcast, but at the end of the first stage, I went in before the pits closed just to pit early and get myself out in first when all the cycling went through under the stage caution, and that essentially won me the second stage because I started in first and no one was able to get close. Because anytime someone got close, you just threw dirty air on their nose in the turn, and they had to crank a ton of wheel into it. And you know, just using whatever you could to get the track position was absolutely key here, and staying in the draft. So.
Yeah, really smart. I think that was a super smart move going in early there at the end of stage one. Yeah, I called it on broadcast because I was like, oh, he's the only one going down pit lane. Let's see how this pays off, because I really wanted to see if this was going to be a tire race. You know, like if you had fresh tires, you're just going to drive by everybody, or track position was the key. And it's just like you said, track position was everything. If you had clear air, you could drive the car where you wanted.
Yeah, it seems like the tires were not wearing.
No, it didn't seem like it. It didn't seem like times weren't falling off all that bad. Yeah. But it seemed like the more cars that were in front of you, the worse it was to drive. So, yeah, smart move there, man. Smart move.
Totally.
But, yeah, that's all I got, man. Congratulations on the win here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to everyone here in Noma. Like I said, I haven't been here every week. Started off strong, but you know, Saturdays this late have just been kind of tough for me to show up every week. But really love racing here whenever I get the chance to. Shout out to my Adrenaline teammates, John in second. I think Chris Delgado got the sixth, and then Josh Freed in eighth. So great run from everyone here tonight. Always appreciate winning here. My fiance grew up about 20 minutes from a track up here, so we're back up here in Pocono quite often. So it's a special track and a great place to come out and win at.
Good deal. Go celebrate with the whole damn family then. Congratulations, buddy.
I will. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, there you have it, everybody. That is your top three finishers. Congratulations again to John O'Lynch, going to finish in third position. John Ross going to finish in second, and Zach Lockett, the man of the hour, put it on him tonight when he had clear air. So congratulations to him for bringing home checker flag here today. But that's all I got here for tonight. Week number 13 is behind us. We are on the second half of the season already. So we'll move on into that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I appreciate you guys a ton for being here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. If you got any feedback, let me know. But that's all I got here for tonight. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Love y'all, mean it. And we'll be back again when? Let me look at this schedule here. Where is this schedule? Right here. Pocono's behind us. We're off next week, everybody. We are off. So everybody enjoy the bright sunshine for summertime. We'll be back again on the 28th of June, and we're going to Talladega. What a show that's going to be. The last super speedway we raced was Daytona, and it was an absolute blast. So I look for Talladega to be much the same. So hopefully we'll see you all then. You guys have a good couple weeks, and I'll see you then. Love you, mean it. Bye.